Okay, this is I, Dr. Heinrich van Woodsman, from the Kingdom of Thailand, created in the United Kingdom. Okay, so this is to Mohamed, I haven't prepared any notes, but I'm going with what I've picked up. Okay, so I'll go into deeper length of this, but I'll just for now I'll just go off the cuff, and then at some later point I'll set a reminder and we can have a little debate about it, a mass debate. Now, Brother Mohammed, one of the most downright stupid things I've ever heard you say is that forget the UK for now, Sweden, country I've been to, went there with my parents on holiday when I was 14, beautiful country, one of the most humane little populations in the world. They fought out with Russians in the Second World War. That tiny little country. Remember seeing a documentary where this American sheriff came over and he was like, they were showing the humane prison system that the Scandinavians had created, where they run things differently and actually get a lower rate of recidivism. Sorry, Mohammed, I'm not as sharp as you. So, well, that could be. That's open to interpretation, because you've got, it's easier to, if you lie all the time, or you always have to be right. Now, one thing I've noticed about you, Mr. Hijab, is that every time you do a interview, or let's take for example, most of those interviews just become circular debates going mad in nonsense with you screaming, saying the same thing in a different I don't know what you say. You know what I mean? You arrive at no conclusion. You almost managed to arrive at a conclusion with Jordan Peterson, but not quite. He had to be one of you. Yeah. So okay. So now I lived in for a little while in. I've actually got a house. That's in the. Actually, that's none of your fucking business. But I lived for a little while, and I lived in the northwest. I brought up in most of my life. I was born in the south of England. Early life moved to the north of England, northwest of England, and in my through my 20s and 30s, I lived in a place called Chorley. Now I kept a very low profile, therefore I never saw a problem amongst the Muslim population, because I wasn't looking for a problem with the natives or the Muslim population. I never saw a problem. They all said hello to me, and none of the ones that I met. You tend in life, Mr. Hijab, to find what you're looking for. I spoke to a friend of mine about a year back. I think he lives in the mountains in Spain. And I don't know if he was telling the truth or if he was trying to trigger something in my psychology, because I haven't seen that many dead bodies. I'm not kind of person who perps on fucking road traffic accidents, but I've seen a few. I know what happens. So, Mr. Hijab, this conversation, he said, isn't it, this guy had been homeless, he'd been, had a really rough life, really rough upbringing, physical abuse, prison in Britain and Spain. But he loves animals, he's had a very troubled and traumatic life, but he loves animals. And he said to me, isn't it funny that I've never seen a dead human body? I thought, yeah, that is rather strange, and kind of hard to believe. Now let's even suggest that was even close to the truth. Okay, now Mr. Hijab, not many of those people were behaving like you, and even though you're very intelligent and maybe even mean well, your rhetoric is picked up on. Maybe, I'm giving you that. I'm not saying you are, because I have my deep suspicions. I'm not saying you are, but I have suspicions that, sorry, you will have to excuse me, I'm not as quick as you. I've had one or two shandies too many in my time. But back to the general premise of the argument. Why does Sweden, seeing as you refuse to deny Sharia law, why does Sweden, Mr. Hijab, need Sharia law. I mean, it's done so much better as a nation, as has been the United Kingdom, since we allowed it to be dominated by a certain population. Now, that's not something I've ever gone looking for. I wasn't looking for it at the time, you know. I was a loner mentality, you know. So if thankfully I've had a bit of an issue with intoxicants, you know. But these were periods in my life, Mr. Hijab, when I was lucid, thankfully. So I've lived on a council estate in the south of England. I've lived on a terraced house in the north of England. I've lived in the suburbs as well. I've been very fortunate. I've had a very varied life. My ancestry is four generations working class British. I'm first generation middle class. No, what do you want to call me? I don't fucking care. Put me in whatever fucking category you want. I couldn't give a shit. I do pardon my French. Excusez-moi. So, maybe, just maybe, you're a bit of a dummy. Or, I've seen all this stuff you're doing where you've got people around you. Chill out, Mohamed. I might not be as big as you, but you know. I won't even go there, but I've got a good joke for you. What do you call a Muslim standing between two sets of houses? Probably terraced houses or in a lower budget area, possibly. You know, but not the ones for not people like you, of course, the important ones. But let's suggest that there's two Muslims standing between a row of terraced houses juxtaposed to one another. Yeah, what do you call him? He's standing on top of a cement mixer in between two rows of terrace houses. Sheikh Mohamed Ali. Maybe say a little bit less and listen. What the fuck do I know? I'm not giving you advice. I don't want to be responsible for anything. You obviously think you've got a big opinion on it, though. So, go and shake one off, Mohammed. You probably need to. I mean, you're probably restraining or something. You're a bit intense. Yeah, that should be enough. That should do. Is that alright? Alright, have you finished now? Take two. Over and out, yeah. Cheers, guys. Heinrich von Woodman, over and out.